Tara at ating tunghayan mga idol ang kanilang bakbakan. Kanino kayo? Panoorin nyo ng buo mga idol.
Alright fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Bantamweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance, and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Tokyo, it's showtime! Introducing you first on my right, the WBA World Champion fighting out of the red corner. Entering the ring wearing black trunks with gray trim, hailing from Kumamoto, Japan. He weighed in at 53.4 kilograms or 117 and 3/4 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign to the ring. 12 wins, no losses, 3 draws with 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight he is making the second defense of his title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current, reigning and defending and undefeated WBA Bantamweight Champion of the World, introducing Seiya Saito Tsutsumi. And his opponent across the ring, the interim world champion, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks, fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Talibon Bohol in the Philippines. He weighed in at 53.4 kilograms, or the same as his opponent, 117 and 3/4 pounds. In a remarkable career, spanning 24 years, he holds a record of 43 wins, 8 losses, with 28 wins coming by way of knockout. Currently the WBA interim bantamweight champion tonight in his 25th world title appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the future Hall of Famer, the always battle-ready and the acclaimed 5-division champion of the world, introducing the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire. Once again, referee in charge is now ready to give the instructions.
This is between Seiya Tsutsumi of Tokyo, Japan, and he is up against Nonito Donaire Jr., the Filipino Flash versus the Cyclone, the names of which this entire fight card was built around.
This is a legendary fighter before us, Nonito Donaire Jr. And, you know, once again, he is against Father Time and once again will attempt to defy the odds in front of the local crowd here at the Kokuikan Arena in Tokyo, Japan.
In Japan, I mean, the country itself is no stranger to the exploits and the wonder and the spectacle of Nonito Donaire. Hailing from Talibon Bohol, representing the Philippines, round number 1, scheduled for 12. This is for the WBA Bantamweight Championship. Seiya Tsutsumi defending his belt against the challenger in Nonito Donaire.
And of course, as we know, Nonito Donaire is the oldest Bantamweight world champion. Again, if he wins this fight, he will be beating his own record in that respect. Of course, you gotta watch out for the left hook, the patented left hook of Nonito Donaire.
And that's exactly what Tsutsumi is avoiding as he keeps circling towards his left. Good command of the center of the ring here by Donaire.
And of course, Nonito Donaire had his training camp in Cebu.
And the Omega Boxing Gym, the prestigious Omega Boxing Gym. That's why you see the dream team there, Coach Rachel Donaire and Doc J. Bunko at his corner. Stalking is Nonito Donaire.
Just missing the left hook. And Tsutsumi is, you know, giving a lot of respect to the power of the legendary Nonito Donaire. And, you know, it's the right thing to do early in the fight. Everyone, you know, both fighters still strong. You don't want to make any reckless mistakes early on.
And still circling to his left is the champion in Tsutsumi. I mean, Seiya Tsutsumi is the champion, John. But we all saw what happened when Nonito Donaire walked towards the ring. Everyone's attention was on him. All thoughts were up. And the venue was electrified. So it was to show the effect. And not just in this event, but the entire boxing community when it comes to a Nonito Donaire fight.
Absolutely. That name carries a lot of weight. 2012 Fighter of the Year, all those knockouts, all those left hook knockouts. And of course, when he won the title against Ubali and fighting Raymar Galbalio as well, you know, everyone was shocked that Nonito Donaire was still the same.
Exactly. It was still in his game. he's completely defying the odds, and now he's fighting for another title and another world championship belt. However, standing in front of him is Seiya Tsutsumi, undefeated in 12 bouts and 8 bouts by way of knockout.
And from what you mentioned earlier, like Tsutsumi is now really looking at that left hook by Donaire, certainly to his left. So the right hand of Donaire should be
there. Sneaking uppercut there by Donaire is finding the pattern, is recognizing the way Tsutsumi is moving. He's quietly sneaking that uppercut with his left hand.
and very active with the left, with the body as Donaire as well, mixing it up, body and head. That variety of punches will really confuse your opponent.
Round 1 in the books. That was very quick for our champions as both fighters return to the corners. Receive further instructions. First round is out. The filling out stage is done. I mean, if you're Seiya Tsutsumi, you know the legend that is Donito Donaire, but you have to set that aside. You have to have no respect for your opponent because he wants your belt. Absolutely, you have to reciprocate every amount of pain that he's going to inflict on you. As you're watching round highlights here from the first round. They're trying to find their range, trying to find their rhythm. They're trying to calibrate their punches and see how they move and react with each other. Round number 2, ladies and gentlemen, scheduled for 12. Donaire with the long black socks and black trunks. Tsutsumi, the champion, in black trunks as well with gold trim and red lining.
Donaire is on attack mode right now. You can see his body language. Front foot forward, looking for that opening. There you go.
Quick jabs to the body and then right hand to the head.
As we said, because he's been circling to the others, trying to avoid the left hook. So the right hand will be there for Donaire.
Rolling punches here by Tsutsumi.
And at 43, he still has that respect from his opponents. That left hook will still be there. That's the last thing to go for a fighter, the power.
The moment you step towards that left hand, it could be a dirty night for Tsutsumi.
But again, Franco, you can't count out the champion in this fight.
He's undefeated
For a reason.
for a reason. This is his second defense. And what a way to defend your belt against a very worthy opponent in Donaire.
And if you get that name in your resume, that's going to bring you in a lot of good places.
For sure. Great punches being deployed by both fighters. Now Tsutsumi goes to the body of Donaire. Staying in front of his opponent is Donaire Jr.
Donaire not showing the respect and the power of Tsutsumi, just moving forward, but good head movement on his side.
Left hook there by Tsutsumi. Keeps moving towards his left, but he's still right in front of Donito.
Good right hand over top left, as I said earlier. That right hand will be there.
Quick one by Donito. Another right hand by Donito.
And if you can remember, it was that right hand that hurt Naoya Inoue in their first fight in 2019.
That is very true.
So he has both powers. They have power in both hands.
Good forward movement here by Donito. Quick jab there from Tsutsumi.
Watch for the overhand right.
Tsutsumi still going towards his left side. However, he's throwing more punches now. He's going to the body. Then he's throwing them right straight to the head.
Good sequence there for Donaire. Overhand right connects for Donito Donaire. Good left hook from Donaire. We have been waiting for that since the opening bell. Good round.
And the way he was able to
So round number 3 na tayo mga idol. Let's go!
ni Tsutsumi. To everyone watching us at home and on your screens, wherever you are, good evening. I hope you are enjoying the main event between Seiya Tsutsumi and Donito Donaire Jr. Para sa ating mga kababayan sa Pilipinas, isang magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. You are watching this fight live from Tokyo, Japan, as Donito Donaire is trying to add another notch to his legend by snagging away the WBA Bantamweight Championship belt against Seiya Tsutsumi. This is round number 3, scheduled for 12.
This is a very crucial round, I think, because Donaire already got his distance, and as you can see, he's posturing up for something big here.
And the way he's taking command of the center of the ring, no wasted movement, very efficient with his feet. Every time Tsutsumi tries to engage and step inside, with his lead leg, he's being, and there's a jab that's waiting for him. Quick jab, quick uppercut to the body. No wasted movement, very efficient, and clean punches.
And that's where the experience comes in. You know, numerous world championship fights. It's been in this since for as long as we can remember. 24 years in the game.
Nonito has the skill and the experience. Those are very deadly combinations in the fight game. And the way he's taking care of his body, you know, at 43 years old, and you can still perform at world championship level, that's very
Ang ganda ng pinapakita dito ng Pinoy na si Donaire, mga idol, napaka-stable ng galawan. Talagang dito makikita yung experience nito.
You men receive my instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves now, men. You're boxing at the bell. God bless you both. Touch gloves.
Joe Tessitore and Tim Bradley here on the call for the Undisputed Junior Featherweight Championship. Luis Nerin, Naoya Inoue. To me, as much as we'll always have our jaws dropped with the explosive power of Inoue, he is also a calm fighter, confidently calm. He is